Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Daniel Carrillo. My partner is Andrea. In this video, we're gonna explain or answer the final guide or guide number 5. So the next presentation is the first question is, what was the most rewarding aspect of your pedagogical practice experience? What do you think about this question, Janine?
Okay, the most rewarding aspect of my pedagogical practice experiences was the opportunity to apply theoretical knowledge to real-world teaching scenarios. Observing virtual English language classes allowed me to see how language or how theoretical concepts in language acquisition are put into practice, particularly in terms of cognitive, social, and cultural influence. The challenge of analyze this lesson through various theoretical lessons depend about my understanding and how language learning works in diverse environments. Additionally, the exchange of ideas and feedback during the Collaborate Forum enriched my learning as I could see enrich my learning different perspectives and approach to teaching. The Agora meeting for exchange the experience for improve a platform to share and refine ideas collected. What about you?
In my case, during this course, I have a lot of problems in the beginning because I was a new experience for me. Maybe watching a lot of information on my laptop screen. So I feel was a little exhausting. So, despite of this, my best rewarding in the pedagogical practice was the way to incorporate new force to teach English. Also, I learn every student have a different way of learning. For example, Juan have a big interesting for English, but Maria doesn't like this topic. Maria like mm, filosofía, like philosophy or math. So, uh, as a teacher, I must find the way to generate interesting for Maria for this topic. I mean English. So, uh, there is in these days there are a lot of information, there are technology, and there are este, different ways to teach. So uh, I learned that I having a field diary. It's very important because we have a register in learn things we can use more later. The next question is how the course content help you understand the different ways to support language learning. As I told you, to watch a lot of classes in the laptop, understand that every teach does his work differently. In other course, I learn ESP. What is ESP? English for specific purposes. I can see the importance of these my future classes. So during this process, I notice every and every student is different. For this, we must able to adapt to the situation and understand the reality. All our students. So this way, we will be able to teach a significant learning. So what do you think this question, Janit?
Okay, for me, the course content provide a multifaceted understanding of language acquisition theories and trends that can be applied in various teaching contexts. The exploration of different theories such as Crashing Monitor Model, social cultural theory, highlight the importance of adaptive teaching strategies. based on individual learning and external factors, like cultural context, okay? The integration of current trends like neuroconnective across multilingualism, translanguage expands the role of digital tools and interactive methods in language learning. So the course also teach me the significance of emotional and social factors such as motivation and accents. It's creating an inclusive and support learning environment. Okay, the next question.
Eh,
Next question is, how did your understanding of language acquisition theories evolve during the course? Okay, what about you about this question, Daniel?
First, I understood behaviorism as the idea that we learn language by copying, practice, and getting rewards or corrections. So this makes sense sentence for this like learning new words or repeating sentences, but I learn more. I realized behaviorism for things like learning new words or repeating sentences. So understand grammar rules without being explaining. So like how we create new sentences and understand grammar. I saw that hegemony is good for practice, but doesn't explain how we fully learn a language. And then I learned about innatins, which says we born with a natural ability to learn language. I thought this made a lot of sense because it explained how kids learn grammar, even with limited exposures to language. But later, I saw that in a teams also has a flaw, like being too theoretical and not always backed in FO's evidence. So, what do you think, partner?
Okay, my understanding of language acquisition theories involve significantly moving from basic knowledge of smaller to a more perspective um, on how the knowledge of basic knowledge these theories intersect with real-world teaching. Initially, I said theories like Herbert, via Harris and regional structure, but through observing virtual lessons and reflecting on how these ideas manifest in teaching. I recognize the adaptivity, for example, while remembers emphasis repetition and reinforcement, I saw how interactive tools could also encourage student engagement and enhance memory retention. My understanding of social cultural theory was further because embraced as I realized the importance of social interaction and cultural relevance in language learning, particularly in virtual settings where students are often disconnected from traditional classroom dynamics. Okay,
The next question is, what innovative activity did you find most effective engagement students in the Agora meeting? So, the last activity for me, the last activity that was most effective engagement student because maybe because that was the last, but the student feel more interesting besides the speaker spoke very well. He spoke about teachers magic in this part of the agora. Every student was sending messages of congratulation or saying the best presentation. So I think this one was the best activity. And you, partner?
the Agora meeting, the most effective innovative activity was the use of project-based learning in language acquisition. This approach forensic critical thinking and collaboration amongst students by presenting real-world problems that require them to engage with the language in a meaningful context. For instance, the debate of the technical considerations of Animal Writing Suit not only challenges students to practice language skills, but also encourages them to think critical and engage in social content. The integration of digital tools like online surveys and virtual debates further enrich the experience, allowing students to interact and learn in collaborative environment.
Oh, the final question is, what is your evaluation and reflection regarding the products present at the Agora meeting? What do you think, partner?
Okay, the evaluation. Okay, the products presented on the Agora meeting were highly innovative and well thought out. Each group project proposal incorporate modern teaching methodologies, such as using technology to support language acquisition and includes clear, archivable learning objectives. The use of interactive digital tools like quizzes, collaborative platform, and real-time feedback mechanisms demonstrate how theory could be applied effectively to enhance the student learning experiences. What is taught on the creative and flexible and adapted to both traditional and virtual learning environments. The inclusion of assignment strategies such as rubrics and peer evaluations ensure that student progress that both measured and meaningful. What about you, Daniel?
For me, all this presentation was made by excellent students. They were different, unique. Some were in English and others were in Spanish. But in general, all presentation were very well. So the most of the presentation gave very use of information. But in final presentations, the speaker were tired or wasn't the same level of interest. But in the final, I had a presentation that generated more interest again of this spoke in the previous part. So in general, I learned a lot of things about this presentation, like uh, gamifications, absence, activity, creation of podcasts, development of critical things, and collaborative work. So there is no definitive way to teach because we must accept adaptabilities in class. No all contexts are the same. And as a teacher, we must be creative, use the tools, and use reflective strategies. These were all questions, and thank you for watching this video.